of the most disturbing footage ever recorded. In the pitch-black night, a lone man approaches the front door of a suburban home. His movements are jittery, and his eyes flick nervously toward the street, where a car sits with its engine running. He raises his hand, poised to knock, but instead, he mimes the action, his knuckles hovering just inches from the door. He then pretends to engage in a conversation with someone inside, his lips moving silently.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry.
The scene might appear confusing at first, but as you notice the man's repeated glances at the car, it becomes clear that he's under duress. Someone in that vehicle is watching him closely, forcing him into this bizarre charade. The man's anxiety is palpable, his performance driven by fear rather than any genuine intent. The realization dawns: this isn't just a strange prank. The man is likely being coerced into a crime, possibly a robbery, or something far worse. His fake knock and pretend conversation suggest he's desperately trying to convince whoever is watching that he's complying with their orders, all while avoiding an actual confrontation with the homeowner. Viewers of the footage speculated that the man might have been forced into this situation against his will, perhaps threatened with violence if he didn't comply. Despite his obvious fear, the man managed to avoid carrying out the crime, leaving the situation unresolved and shrouded in mystery. On an otherwise quiet day, a doorbell camera captures a woman approaching the front door. Her behavior is immediately unsettling. Her walk is slow and deliberate, her face expressionless. She seems almost mechanical, as if she's on autopilot. Her eyes are fixed straight ahead, not noticing the camera at first. But then, as a car drives by, something changes. The woman suddenly snaps out of her trance-like state, her demeanor shifting to that of a normal passerby. She glances around, perhaps realizing she's being observed, and acts as if nothing is amiss. But as soon as the car passes, she returns to her strange behavior, leaning in close to the camera, her eyes now fixed on the lens. The footage becomes even more unsettling as the woman's face comes into full view, mere inches from the camera. Her eyes are wide, unblinking, and devoid of any emotion. She stays like this for several seconds, creating an image that is both eerie and inexplicable. It's as if she's looking not just at the camera, but directly at whoever might be watching the footage later. The woman's identity remains unknown, and the reason for her bizarre behavior is still a mystery. In the middle of the night, a doorbell camera begins recording as flames engulf a neighboring property. The fire spreads quickly, its orange glow illuminating the darkness. The camera, positioned on the front porch of a nearby house, captures the terrifying scene as the fire moves closer and closer. Inside the house, the homeowner is fast asleep, completely unaware of the impending danger. As the fire edges nearer, the doorbell camera's motion detection triggers multiple alerts, sending notifications to the homeowner's phone. At first, groggy and disoriented, he dismisses the alerts as a false alarm, but something compels him to check the footage, and what he sees jolts him awake. Panic sets in as the homeowner realizes the fire is dangerously close to his house. He races to grab a fire extinguisher, hoping to contain the flames before they reach his home. The footage shows him frantically trying to put out the fire, but the blaze is too powerful, spreading too quickly for him to control. Realizing that his efforts are futile, the homeowner abandons the fire extinguisher and makes a desperate escape through the back door. The house, now fully engulfed in flames, is a total loss. However, thanks to the doorbell camera's timely alerts, the homeowner narrowly escaped with his life. It's late at night when a doorbell camera begins recording a woman in distress. She's frantically knocking on the front door, her breath coming in short gasps. Her eyes are wide with terror as she keeps looking over her shoulder, clearly afraid of something or someone behind her. The desperation in her actions is evident as she bangs on the door, pleading for help. As the camera continues to record, the tension builds. The woman's fear is palpable, and the urgency in her voice is haunting.
Stop, please, no.
She's not just knocking, she's begging for someone to let her in, to save her from whatever is pursuing her. Suddenly, a man appears in the frame, his presence looming large as he grabs the woman by the arm. She resists, trying to pull away, but he's stronger, his grip tightening as he drags her toward a car parked nearby.
No, please. Stop.
Her screams for help grow louder, more frantic, but there's no one around to intervene. The doorbell camera captures every harrowing moment, the woman's terror echoed in her cries. The man was later identified as Viktor Kucic, a 20-year-old who was charged with third-degree felony kidnapping. The footage was instrumental in his arrest, providing clear evidence of the crime. About her daily routine, her doorbell camera captured something chilling. The audio from the footage revealed a faint but unmistakable voice calling out for help.
What if you could earn virtual points